What's up, y'all? So today I want to give y'all some job getting advice tips, jobs that you've never worked for before. Look, one off bet, you got to dress your best. I don't care what kind of clothes you got to dress your best. You got to make it look your best. You got to, if they're wrinkly, iron them. You see what I got on? I just came from an interview. I got my fresh chinos on, I got my dress shoes on. You got to dress your best, and you got to be able to know how to sell yourself in the interview. It's not always about like talking the most. This is my tips, this is how I nail jobs out the park. I don't always nail phone interviews. Those are a whole different ball game. You got to be like A1 with it, but I always nail in-person interviews. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you, I just went to a job interview that I have never done the job before, but I was so confident. I knew how. I'm recording on my phone, if you can't tell. That's why it keeps falling down. I want you to have the best camera quality. But yeah, it's just like you gotta be confident in yourself. You gotta be confident in the way you talk. You gotta believe in the way yourself. And it's not so much, like I said, it's not so much about talking about yourself the whole time. It's more about letting the other person speak. The other person, I just act interested the whole time. We had an interview outside, and this guy's in a suit, and if I get the job, I'm pretty sure I got the job because dude really liked me. I didn't have any experience on my resume for this job. If you've been watching me for a while, you know what type of job it is. But he said he was interested in people that are dedicated, and he looked at my resume. You know what I'm saying? One, I'll bet. Type up a resume. I don't care, man. Type up a resume. You ain't got work experience. Make something up. You know what I'm saying? Half the time, these jobs do not check your resume. Second, make sure it's like, don't just type up some BS like it's not like believable. Make it believable. Put in the stuff, and if they ask you about it, make sure you have a backstory with it to go with it. Make sure you can back it up. Okay, another one. Like I said, dress to impress. Keep it clothes nice. You see what I got on? I got on this polo. I had this polo for about 4 years now. It's got a little rip in the back, but you can't really tell. And I wear this to majority of my interviews. So I don't want to hear that I ain't got that nice clothes stuff. You couldn't tell it's an old ass shirt. You can't tell because I can take care of my clothes. Like I say, I take care of my stuff. Another thing, let the interviewer talk. Ask them questions about themselves, ask them about the business, all that, and they'll just start rambling off about like the business and everything they like to do, just be more open. Don't just sit there quiet too, don't just sit there quiet. You gotta initiate with the interviewer, you gotta initiate. I'm not a master interviewer, but I've been, like I said, I've been on a lot of interviews, I've had my fair share, so I know what I'm doing when I go in these interviews. You gotta be able to know how to talk to these people, even if you have no experience at all. Like I told him, he looked at my resume. He said, "Man, you don't have any experience." And I just told him, like, yeah, I'm looking to change my work history. I'm looking to, learn new skills, And he was like, "Man, you know what? I got a couple guys that I brought on, but they're not seeming like they're working out. And I'm looking for people that are gonna bring in money to this club and generate money. And you seem like a guy that could do that for me." The guys that I brought on, they're showing up late, and I told them that wouldn't even be a problem for me, It wouldn't even be a problem for me. Also, one con, he wants me to shave this down, which I'll shave it down, but I told him I'm not shaving it off. It's not going nowhere. The beard's not going nowhere, but I'll shave it down. I'll clean it up, It is pretty long. Come on, lady, get out of the street. Jesus. I can't stand when people ride in the street, these bikers, like, they're crazy as hell. But anyways, those are just some of my tips to get any job. Look, take these tips, dress your best, type up a resume, because 9 times out of 10, all these jobs want a resume now. Even if you ain't got work history, type it up, make it as believable as possible, and have a backstory. 9 times out of 10, they don't call these people on your resume, unless it's some outstanding job, like government job, or I don't even think they do it there. I don't know. I haven't went for a government job. And be confident, talk, ask the person questions, talk to them. This dude gave me his card, He said, if you don't hear with me within 2 weeks, which I'm confident I will hear from him. He was like, you call me back, or maybe he wants to test me to see if I'll call him, So, call him, and he was like, we'll probably do a second interview, I was just like, okay. So those are just my tips, If you guys are wondering how I get these jobs, yes, I go through the temp agencies, but when I go to these interviews, man, I knock them out the park. I went to a job interview. I went there one day, Nailed the interview and got the job, Got the job right there, but I turned it down because it wasn't something I wanted to do, You gotta, that's why I say work on your talking skills, your people skills, Talk to random strangers every single day. It will help, For my introverts out there, because I'm an introvert, this is tips for you. Try it out.